Hey, welcome back to Beyond the Uniform. We're out at Beale. We're at the Military Working Dog headquarters right now. Now, I can stand in here in the training facility because there's no dogs in here, but you will get to see me get into a bite suit and get lit up by one named Gray a little bit later on. I had no idea how much went into this area and the training that goes into it. Some of these dogs, they go all over, these dogs do. They get trained here and can go do pretty much anything, but Secret Service for the president, they could even go to that detail. How about that? So stick around with me. This is one you're not gonna wanna miss.
So we have everything from like bite suits to rewards, different leashes, different distractors, and different deployments for rewards or detection things, right? Yeah.
Awesome.
So you could check it out and all that kind of stuff if you wanted to, but it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And here we have different things that are components of explosives, right? So like accelerators, things like that, things that make the boom a little bit more of a boom. Right?
Okay.
We also have out there the actual explosives, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we also have...
So they know the difference, pieces of it, all put together, halfway put together, quarter put together. Yeah, cool.
Components to actual fully, comprised explosives. And then in here, we have actual drugs.
Really?
Yeah, some real hardcore stuff. Yeah.
Well, don't get me near that. That's bad news. Yeah.
So they actually have it locked up and they have a code. They don't tell me the code specifically for that reason. No.
Your code is safe with me. I've been sober a long time these days.
And then right here we have a kitchen. So you might ask yourself, hey, Greg, come over here. Good boy. So you might ask yourself, like, man, like, why do you guys have a couch in here? Why do you guys have a full functioning kitchen or a washer and dryer in the next room? I'm going to show you. So if anything bad happens with the dogs, right? Let's say they have a surgery or they get really, really sick. Us as the handlers, it's our responsibility to stay here if they're under like quarantine or have to be watched and checked on every 2 hours. So the place is actually,
care of them then.
Yeah, the place is set up so that we can stay here long term if anything actually does happen. So we can take care of kiddos. Over here we have our feed room, right?
Okay.
So
holy Moses.
We have like from the dog food to different categorized areas for like their medicine. Right, so if anything, like I was telling you before, the dog has an issue, they need to like have some specific medication and stuff. We have it here and we log everything so everything is...
Probably mostly they don't take...
Good to go.
I'm sure they don't even probably take any medicine, do they? They're probably about as healthy as it gets.
They are pretty healthy, so their diet's better than mine. Hey, come here. This is our vet room / isolation room, so if anything, like for example, we had a dog that tore her ear. She had to be in isolation because, we had to keep a closer eye on her because we didn't want anything to happen where she would reopen that tear. So we have isolation kennel and then a bunch of medical equipment here from IV hookups to, other things to stop bleeding from happening.
This is more of a you tell them to stay in there and they do it because I'm pretty sure they could probably get out of that no problem.
It depends.
Well, not hurt, maybe.
Yeah. But a lot of times they're pretty respectful.
Do what you tell them to? Yeah.
And then the,
wow,
cream of the crop.
Here we go. Oh, man, hi. Hi, bud. Hi, buddy.
All right, so this is our kennels. This is where the dogs stay.
All right.
This is where they live.
Look at this guy. Ready for action. Oh, we'll get him jumping.
Yep. Great.
Hi, boy. Hi.
How's it work?
Oh my gosh, look how beautiful this one is.
This is where my boy lives when he's not with me.
Oh, right here?
Yep.
This your house, Gray?
Yep.
All right. Hey. How much does Gray weigh?
Say what?
How much does Gray weigh?
About 60 plus pounds.
Wow, just
Give or
lean.
take,
He is awesome.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
He is really cool.
Great. Come on, buddy.
Oh.
Great.
They get so excited. So I remember you were saying that it's kind of your guys' job to take care of all the dogs, but working with Gray, do you primarily work with him? Or do you, okay, yep.
So you get assigned to a dog that's going to be up to the kennel master, right? You get assigned to a dog and you have a specific amount of time to not just initially bond with the dog, you know, and then also get certified in utilizing the dog in a professional capacity, right? So that consists of detection work, patrol work, which is the bite stuff, right? And then obedience.
Okay.
So, which are a bunch of things that I'll show you guys out here. These are outside runs, by the way. You know, depending on the weather, we'll let them out here so that they're not cooped up inside all the time.
They like the heat?
Yeah, it just depends. Like some dogs, like Gray, for example, he's a black dog, right? So
gets hot.
That sun, absolutely. Go on. Yep. And then this right here is our obedience yard. Gray, come here.
Wow, cool. Look at this.
Yeah. Gray. Hey. He's excited. He really, really likes bite work, so this will be fun. So this is our obedience yard. I will say I've seen a bunch of them, right? This one in particular is like a D1 athlete's yard. As you can see, the turf is super, super nice. The sun awnings, it's definitely cooler over here than it is out there. So it's really, really cool.
Oh, I bet this is really nice that they can get out of the sun to be able to train. Because I bet you spend a lot of time out here with them.
We do.
Yeah.
It's part of our standard operating stuff is having them out here and doing some physical style training with them on a regular basis. And the cool thing about the yard, I discovered this when I got here. So I'll show you Gray doing his thing with the obedience yard, but at the end of each obstacle, underneath the turf is actually an extra layer of padding so that when they come down from doing the obstacle, it's actually better on their joints.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Gray, crawl. Hey, crawl. Good boy.
Good boy.
Show you a couple things over here. Come here. Heel. Heel. Up. Crawl. Hey. Heel. Up. Up. Good boys.
Look at that.
Heel.
What?
Crawl. Come here.
I love dogs so much.
Gray. Up. Good boys. Come here. Great. Come here. Don't be confused. You got it, buddy.
Good boy.
Crawl. Come here. Hey. Oh, you stinker. Sit. Good boy. Heel. Up. Heel. Come over here. Heel. Down. Stay. Sit. Good boys. Down. Heel.
That's my favorite. I love that.
Out. Sit. Yes. Woo. Good boys. Good boys. Good boys.
Good job.
Out. Yes. Good boys. So a lot of those things look all flashy. Come here, Gray. Come here. Out. Sit. A lot of those things look really, really flashy, and I totally get it. But think about the line of work that we do, right? So let's say I'm doing detection and it's in an airplane or in a warehouse or, you know, in an office building.
Okay.
Right? There's a lot of different obstacles in those different areas.
Right.
So my ability to control my dog in those different areas is kind of paramount. There's been times in warehouses where I need him to climb up on top of shelves to do detection on a higher shelf. He can do all that.
no problem for
Absolutely.
them, huh? Yeah.
Or searching vehicles, let's say like one of those big rigs come in, and those decks are pretty tall. They're like up here. I send him up there and he'll jump boom, right into there and search the entire thing without me having to go in there, which is super awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And fast, they get through it so much quicker than you were, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the dogs have, like all creatures that have the ability to smell, it's called the olfaction system.
Mm-hmm.
It's their scent box initially in their face. Theirs is way bigger, obviously, than ours. So they're able to smell things way better, which is really, really cool. Come here, buddy.
He knows he's training, but does he like think of it as fun? Or
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
because I can tell he enjoys it while he's out here.
I'll put it like this. You know, I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? My wife gives me a bunch of projects to do at the house, right? A lot of times people are like, oh man, you know, you got this huge honey-to-do list, right? I love it.
Yeah.
I love working with my hands, like doing stuff, even if it seems like busy work and all that, right?
You like having something to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
Idle hands, right?
Me too.
So
me too.
The dog is very much like that. They have it kind of built into them to work. They want to work. They have this desire to do what they're bred for. Right?
Yeah.
So a lot of these things, unless if it's super hot and he's like, man, it's like a little toasty out here. Gray
can kind of
wants
tell.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
So I've been with him enough to know his temperament, right? So I know if he's actually getting hot or if he's just acting like it's hot, you know? They're like kids.
Will he do that?
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll be out doing a detection problem and he'll be like, look for shade. We call that shade hunting. I'm like, dude, we've only been out here for 5 minutes, you know? And he's like, oh, but Dad, come on, Dad. So,
do they all have markings on their tongue?
No.
Look at his cool markings, man. That is neat.
He's one of a kind.
You are something else, Gray.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
You really are. You're cool.
All right, so from what I understand, we're gonna show you guys a little bit of bite work as well.
I think so.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do that.
Let's do it. I typically have a good rapport with dogs. They love me. So that won't get in the way of this training thing, will it? Because sometimes my love can be very encompassing.
Won't get in the way of it. Just for safety.
What about my hands?
Don't ball your hands.
You don't want to?
No.
Just leave the fingers out.
In the unlikely event that the dog does bite your hand, it'll mess up your hand more than it being your hand being open.
Okay.
But other than that,
You ain't gonna get my hand, are you, Greg?
I'll just go right in the middle right here, so that way.
Well, you know what? It's easier to walk in this thing than it was that big suit for the U2.
Oh yeah, I bet.
That thing was.
This is pretty. Takes a lot of effort. So. Put you up. We'll have you turn around here.
Okay.
And then.
Do I need to run?
No, we'll just walk you into the first bite, so that way you know how it feels. And
okay.
then if you want to run, you can.
All right. Yeah, we'll just go. We'll take it in small doses.
All right. So for this one,
okay.
I'll have you just put your arm out.
Okay.
And he's gonna come up right here and bite you.
All right.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. Get him.
Good boy.
Holy mackerel. Great.
Go ahead, stand up.
Yo, that dog is strong.
Great.
Out.
And then duck, try not to move.
Oh, dude, there'd be no way. You're going down. And I feel like I'm somewhat strong. Yeah. I'm proud of you, Gray.
You want to do a running one?
Probably not. Let's yeah, maybe I better not do a running one. Yeah. He is unbelievable.
Yeah, the running one, he'll probably take you down as you're running. Just
Absolutely. He typically houses everybody that he hits.
Where does he get you at?
The arm.
On the arm again? And just drags you to the ground?
Well, a lot of times it happens as soon as he makes contact. As soon as he hits that arm, he throws his body into you, and you're going down from
I would
just
almost
the sheer
think
weight.
so, yeah, immediately. Yeah.
And you got to think, I mean, he runs twice as fast as a human. He's got twice the amount of legs, so.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's 10 times stronger.
Oh, yeah. Very
I mean,
strong.
someone that only weighs 60 pounds or what have you. That's incredible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll get you out of this. And
I'm gonna put him up.
want to do a running bite with Ben?
With Thomas?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Woo!
Hot hollers, my dog. Get him. Oh! Good boy.
Whoa, look at that.
Good boy, Gray. Oh, good boy. Good.
That's really impressive. It just is really cool. I was telling him I've never been bitten or attacked by a dog, like just in life or anything before, you know, and been a dog owner my whole life and had no idea the force.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, you're always, you know, I got a 70-pound dog too, a pit bull and a massive mix, you know. Grew up with my son, so he's very docile and loving. But, you know, you get a good feel when you're pulling tug of war with him.
Don't fact check me on this, but I'm pretty positive dog bite versus human bite pressure is something like 7 times the amount.
Is it
bite
really?
Pressure. Absolutely.
Oh,
So,
yeah, you could feel that immediately.
when it comes to a mouth hug from a dog, it's a lot of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys keep your arm in there and let him get a hold of your arm,
Absolutely.
or do you kind of pull it through a little bit and let him get into the coat?
So honestly, when it comes to
Your arm's bigger than mine too, so he gets a hold of mine, dude. He'll get right
So
through there.
when it comes to bite work, we're really looking for a good, strong, solid bite. Right?
So you want him to
full
get a
mouth
hold
bite
of it.
is ideal.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different training tools and tactics that we use to kind of train the dog to get really, really high up on that bite.
Okay.
Get the bite further towards the back instead of the front little nippers, right?
So he's got a good,
Absolutely.
yeah, good
more
grip on
more
it.
control. And at the end of the day, we utilize the dog as a compliance tool, right?
Okay.
We want an individual to listen to our commands and stop running or fighting. That's what the dog's for.
And I mean, let's be honest. We've all seen the videos.
Oh, yeah.
It's instant. It's instantaneous when the dog comes out. The person is done fighting.
Absolutely.
There's no more fight left in them. You know, that's just absolutely amazing. Couple things that I learned in getting ready to come out here and talk is that these dogs will go for Secret Service and to protect the president. I mean, they go all over the place. When you're training, do you jump out of the airplane with dogs? You ever done any of that?
I've never done that. I know that it is a possibility, but the likelihood of us needing that kind of thing is pretty slim. Not impossible,
right?
But pretty slim. I've done rappel work and stuff like that. I know some people.
Does Gray go with you?
So I haven't done any rappel work here. I did it at my last base, and that was some stuff that the kennels in Guam were doing.
Okay.
A lot of these kinds of things are to teach the dog to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations, right? So like if a situation does arise where you need to rappel into a place to utilize your dog, we don't want the first time that the dog is introduced to it during a real world situation.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same thing when it comes to overall security forces, us doing red band training, fighting individuals, right? We put a person in a red band suit. It's a big old Michelin suit, right?
Okay.
And then it's initially, hey, like you have to fight for this amount of time, keep your gun safe and all that kind of stuff, right? And so that backup can get there, right? And the whole premise behind that, no matter what anybody says, I truly believe that it's so that the first experience that somebody has of somebody trying to punch you in the face isn't in the real world. You're well acquainted to it, so you know exactly how your body's going to react to it.
Sure.
So when it comes to training the dogs, that's initially the idea behind a lot of the training that we do in-house is so that in a real world situation, the dog's first experience isn't in that high stress environment. It's in a controlled environment.
Wow. But I'm sure sometimes there's just nothing you can do. They're going to find themselves in a situation that's brand new to them. And
Absolutely.
How do they react in those situations? Good? Pretty good?
It depends on the temperament of the dog and the bond that the dog has with their owner. So they feed off a lot of our aura.
Okay.
Lack of better terms.
Just
right?
like a real dog, regular
Absolutely.
dog. Yeah.
It's a term that we actually use a lot when it comes to our dog training. Hey, like that attitude goes down leash. Right.
Yes,
so like
always.
however I'm feeling and I'm holding onto that leash in some way, shape, or form, that dog is able to sense that, and the dog is gonna kind of feed off of that or determine how they're supposed to be acting in that situation. So a lot of times as a handler, that's one of the things that we try to maintain on a consistent basis is a level of control of our own emotions.
Sure.
So if we are put in a situation that is a little higher stress, we have the ability and the mental fortitude to be like, all right, I'm going to rely back on my training. I'm going to rely back on the mental state that I need to be in during this high stress situation.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going to live. That's where I'm going to stay. And that allows the dog to also feed off of that and have that presence of control as well. Yeah.
If he were to sense that you're getting like excited, adrenaline's coming up, maybe you're maybe a little scared, you know.
Of course.
Does he heighten with you? Does he?
A little bit,
Yeah.
yeah. So like we see it sometimes with bite work, right? Doing the stuff that you guys just got through witnessing and experiencing yourself. If I'm amped up, the dog is also gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If it's a cautious situation, right? Like we're doing training at night and I can't really see and I'm looking and I'm being quiet. My dog is also going to be looking and being quiet and being alert because it sees how I am.
He watches you
Absolutely.
so closely. It's like it's just amazing to see the way he looks at you. And you know, that's cool. It's really, really cool.
Well, that solely comes from what I was telling you guys before about
Just being a good-looking man.
Nonsense. But that comes from that storming phase that I told you guys at the very beginning.
Yeah.
You know, we get linked up with these dogs. The kennel master says, hey, this is going to be your dog, right? And we have a specific amount of time to build that rapport. It's a rapport building phase. So that amount of time, we're not really doing any training with the dog. We're just hanging out with the dog. Sometimes I'll sit in his house, and if my wife is texting me and stuff like that, I'll read text messages to him, or I'll listen to music with him, or listen to a podcast. Right?
Yeah, right. Just spending
time.
time.
Yeah, absolutely. Driving around, going on walks and stuff like that, and that builds that relationship right in the very beginning of like, okay, this guy's cool, this guy's safe. I feel the same way about the dog. I learn his, his mannerisms and all that, and that translates directly over to how the training is going to go.
Now you're a family man. Has your family met Gray?
Yes, they have. Yeah. So obviously, my 9-month-old little baby girl.
You got a 9-month-old? Congratulations!
I do. Thank you. Yeah, she's perfect. So not her, obviously, because she's a tiny human. I'd be cautious about that. But my wife has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's really cool. How does you said the kennel sergeant, the kennel master, how do they select a dog for the person? Do they know in advance anything, or do they just whoop 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 whoop?
It's a little bit of both. It depends on availability, right? If there's already a team that's established, obviously you don't want to break up that team.
Sure.
But as things transpire throughout the kennels, there can be dog swaps, right? Like, oh, hey, I think that you'd actually be better with this dog. Or,
so that can happen.
Absolutely.
Where
I've been on 3 dogs.
Life.
I've been on 3 dogs at this base so far.
You have?
Yes, sir. I have.
What, you just found each one you were a little bit better with them until you got with Gray?
It's more so an opportunity-based situation, right? So my first dog was Kaza. She's a good girl, but then, the kennels started getting a little bit crowded, right? Not enough handlers for the amount of dogs, so I had to find work somewhere else for a little bit.
Gotcha.
And then when I came back, I was put on Gray. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that answers my next question. If for some reason someone who has started with the dog doesn't finish with the dog, they'll take to a new handler just as well?
So Gray's handler actually PCS'd out of here.
Okay.
So I got to be put on him.
PCS, is that retired out?
No, that's a permanent change of station. So,
permanent change of station. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, so they'll just, as long as you're a good man, a good woman, they'll take to you and it'll be okay.
Absolutely. And I will say as well, as far as being selected to be a canine handler, right? It is a pretty grueling process. We have people that prospect from
that's what he was telling me. Yeah.
And all of us as handlers, we're kind of a part of that vetting process, right? So we run them through the gauntlet of getting in the bite suit, helping us take care of the dogs and all that. And at the end of the day, it's kind of a, hey, do you think this person is a good fit to be a canine handler?
Right. I'm sure there's got to be a level of adrenaline.
Absolutely.
Can you handle it? Can you handle being out there doing it? And
I mean, our day-to-day activities, apart from me assisting with the flight, operations, we're training all the time. Yeah. We're constantly out in the sun, so you have to have a I'm not going to quit mentality.
For sure.
And you also have to have the mentality of, hey, there's a constant level of growth in this. I'm never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm constantly learning different ways to help my dog be better, which is ultimately helping me be better.
And he's probably learning too.
Absolutely.
Every single day.
Yeah. That's why the whole term of can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. Yeah, that's not true.
No, I don't believe that either.
Absolutely.
So I want to. How old are you? Can I ask?
Of course. So I turned 33 in December.
Man, you've had an amazing career up to this point. What
I would say so, for sure.
Yeah, it's just been totally awesome.
It's definitely been different from a lot of other security forces members that I've talked to. So I joined a little bit later in life.
Okay.
Right. So I turned 26 in tech school. My son, with my first marriage, was born when I was in basic.
Okay.
I have a 7-year-old son. He turns 8 in October.
Awesome.
But yeah, I had a whole career and all that kind of stuff beforehand. And then I joined, was stationed at Laughlin in Del Rio, Texas. Great base, tiny little thing. It's where they train pilots, one of the 3 main bases where they train pilots how to be pilots. Cool. But when I was there during the height of the border crisis, right? So my day-to-day didn't look like how it used to in the past. A lot of helping Border Patrol with, issues that they were dealing with.
I'm sure that was crazy.
Yeah, we've had human traffickers come through, getting the base mixed up with the border and all that. So actually having to deal with that, doing training with BORTAC, which was awesome. Really, some pipe hitters, some really cool guys. But from there is where I put in an application to be a pre-deployment instructor. I've always liked teaching.
Yeah.
I try to help out a lot with that at my first base, especially from different schools that I've graduated from, tactically, right? And from those experiences, I found that love for teaching and demonstrations and whatnot. So I got picked up to be a pre-deployment instructor in Guam, pretty much teaching people how to do mounted, dismounted, and urban operations, right?
Okay.
Which my area of expertise, was urban stuff, right? So room clearing procedures, how to move in a small team, clearing out villages and whatnot. So did
scary.
That. It's actually really it can be, but it's cool because you have the opportunity to really get close knit with a small amount of people, learning how to move and communicate and train in that way it's kind of cool.
It becomes
it's more
like
of a brotherhood,
like a part of your body. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Everybody moves. And no dogs at this point, though, right? Just you and the team.
Yeah, me and the team. And I was dual-hatted, so pretty much I had more than one job, right? So when I wasn't being a pre-deployment instructor, I was a fire team member. So imagine, what you see in the movies. You have like a squad, and inside the squad you have 3 different fire teams, right? So just a member of one of those fire teams in the squad. And we'd go on missions across PACAF. So I was in the contingency response group. So I got to go to Cambodia, Thailand. I did it's called a SME exchange, so it's subject matter expert exchange, right? So initially, because of the training that I've had the opportunity to go through, I went to the Philippines and taught the Filipino military how to properly integrate with U.S. forces. So if anything extenuating happened in the Pacific where they were helping or we were helping them, we'd be able to blend well with our tactics and get the job done. So I was there for a month. Incredible.
Can you speak the language?
I can't. I'm learning right now, and I'm trying to, especially with having my daughter. I want her to know more than I did when I was her age, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying. My dad was born in the Philippines, and then moved to the States and stuff, and all that. So there's a lot that we could talk about in regards to integration into American customs and whatnot. But yeah, so I didn't grow up knowing Tagalog, but I'm trying now. Right. Which is very difficult, by the way.
Super. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard as an adult it's crazy. And I've studied Spanish only in high school and college.
Yeah.
Thought I was pretty okay with it.
And then you start trying to, then you go to a restaurant and you're like,
try to talk to your next door neighbor, not have
absolutely. Yeah. But anyways, so from there, I've always known that I wanted to do K9. I had a friend at my first base. He was a K9 handler, Dylan Gaines.
Cool.
Honestly, a wizard when it comes to training dogs and whatnot. And I really kind of followed him a lot and trained a lot with him. And so I've always had that desire to be a handler. So when it was my time to start moving back to the States from being in Guam, I punched the ticket to retrain, got a letter, and went to KNCI school. Yeah.
How about that? Mm-hmm. That is really neat.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is really, really cool. What made you do career change and get into the military?
So
something happened, or
no, not necessarily. So I was a welder.
Okay.
Made a lot of money. I didn't have a high school diploma or anything like that. And I was like, man, this is all I really need. But I've always kind of had this desire for service. Super patriotic, all about all things patriotic. My granddad was in the Navy, did a lot of really cool secret squirrel stuff, and he really poured into me the importance of service. And when I was kind of at that time in my life where, all right, either I continue on this path and lose the opportunity, because I'm starting to get in those ages.
Get a little bit older, yeah.
So I just decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this. Also at the time, my wife at the time was pregnant, so I was like, all right, well, no time than now, right? So that's what really kind of, persuaded the move.
I got to tell you, to have a career and a family on the way, and then just to start brand new from scratch is daring and gutsy, and I love it. I love that you did that. That's really cool.
It was definitely a challenge. Also, like the change in pace, right?
I'm sure.
With the military versus the civilian world, I don't have the option to say, I'm not going to come in today.
Right.
Like I signed a dotted line, I raised my hand, and doing that is me saying I earnestly am going to give myself to this career, to this path of service.
And it's in you, 100%,
Absolutely.
huh? Yeah.
So
thank you. I appreciate people like you, brother.
I appreciate the thanks, but I mean, not to sound super, red, white, and blue and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
But at the end of the day,
I get it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, what it really boils down to is how could I not do what I can to create opportunities for everybody else to have the same opportunities that I had. Especially coming from an immigrant background, right? My dad being a nationalized Filipino.
You're like perfect for the role.
Yeah. I saw the opportunities that he had. He actually got his citizenship after I was out of high school.
Oh, cool.
So getting to see him
got to see it.
That, absolutely. It was one of those things like, man, this really just punches home for me the love that I have for this country, and I want to kind of do something about that.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Well, I got to tell you, thank you very much for sharing a little time with me today and sitting around and talking about it. It's been an amazing experience. I was looking forward to it all week. I
appreciate the opportunity. It's always cool to talk good about the things that I get to do that nobody else gets to see.
Yeah.
The people that I work with are incredible. I've learned so much. Especially, I'm actually the second oldest person in the kennels, apart from my boss. He's the oldest person.
Really?
So getting to, absolutely.
At 33. That's crazy.
I know. But I mean, in the military, 33 is old.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'll end a lot of the things I'm saying with the fact that I've gotten the opportunity to learn from even like the younger people that I work with that are so much more experienced than I am when it comes to this specific profession within the profession.
Right.
Has been humbling and taught me a lot. And I'm just super excited, not just to see where my career goes with the knowledge that they've given me, but also see how far they make it with how much they're willing to give. So all my thanks when it comes to my career comes from the guys at this kennel for sure.
That's fantastic to hear. I appreciate hearing things like that because I also am under the belief that no matter how old you are or how long you've lived in a profession, someone can always teach you something new.
You can teach an old dog new tricks.
You sure can. Yep, yeah, you absolutely can. You can always learn something new and should,
Yeah, of course.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
really
you very
appreciate
much.
You, of course. Yep. Yeah, so this is my rock collection. So as I've told you guys before, but like we do all this training outside, right? And it's kind of, for me, been this whole like, take a moment to take a break and smell the roses, right? So like, I'll be sitting there doing a detection problem, or I'll be waiting for my turn to do a detection problem, and I'll look down, look at my surroundings, and I'll see a rock, like this very perfect round one.
I was hoping you'd share that.
Yeah, this one is, speak, honestly. I mean, what a way that the universe says,
look at that thing.
Hey there, that's so nice. It's actually funny, I got bit by a rattlesnake one time.
Did you?
Yeah, I got bit by a rattlesnake doing a detection problem. So like when we're doing detection, right, you're like, hey, you have to kind of guide the dog to where you want them to sniff, right?
Okay.
If they're not sniffing that area already. And you have a thing in explosives detection called a 1+1, right? And like, okay, there's a stack of rocks that looks like it was placed there by a human being, right? And then the opportunity of the area, right? Okay, there's a roadway right here, right? That's 1 + 1. So I look at the stack of rocks and I say, that looks a little sketchy. I'm gonna send my dog over here and smell that. Well, when I leaned over to present the area, I'm looking at my dog, watching my dog come on over. A rattlesnake, little baby, came through those rocks and got me right in the hand.
Oh!
Yeah, and yeah, that sent me to the hospital, and then got worse because I found out that I was allergic to the anti-venom.
Oh no!
I went into anaphylactic shock and almost died.
No,
Yeah, it was
dude.
wild. I know, but that's the funny thing, because that's kind of what led to me, you know, looking around a whole lot more in between problems.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
Studying
and now,
the ground.
and now I find these rocks, I'm like, you know what? Not everything is scary and dangerous out there. Some things are, you know, worth looking at.
That's a great story.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a great, because the baby ones unload the full venom.
Oh yeah, dumped it all in.
They'll dump the whole bite into you. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. I kind of got in trouble when I was in the hospital because I joke a lot, and I was laying there, and the light's all bright like this. I'm laying on that little stretcher thing. I'm like, hey doc, the light's getting really bright, and he's like, hey, you should probably stop joking because they're actually dying. And I was like, okay.
Okay. Point taken,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Point taken.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was cool. Yeah.
So you can't get bit by a rattlesnake again?
No, I can't. If I do, I
It's
just have to
bad
deal with
news,
it the way
huh?
God intended,
Yeah.
which is through the strength that He gave me.
So you're allergic to the anti-venom. You're allergic to rattlesnake venom.
I'm allergic to that, and apparently scorpions as well.
Really?
Because, yeah, anti-venom is snake bites and scorpion stings.
Just like everything fun to get, bit by.
Yeah. Apart from dogs. Unfortunately, I'm not allergic to dog bites, so I still have to get that right. Yeah. But hey, thank you again.
Yeah,
really
dude.
appreciate you coming by.
Are you kidding me?
I'm really sorry that you guys started at the best first. Because the guys you're going to go talk to, they're cool, but they're not as cool as us.
I can't even imagine. Yeah, I can't even imagine they would be.
All right.
Thank you for letting us in, man.
Yeah,
I
of
know
course.
this is a little personal space. I appreciate
No,
it.
it's our little sanctuary. But,
It's really cool.
You guys are welcome anytime.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. That was episode 5, Beyond the Uniform, our military working dog episode out at Beale Air Force Base. Hopefully you like these. If there's something that you'd like to know or you want to see us talk about or something that you haven't seen us do yet, please let us know and we'll talk to the base and see if we can't make that happen for you. I also wanted to tell you why I'm out here too. You can go to the air show, April 2027, so next year's air show, and you can check out the dogs doing demos. And it is worth watching. It is totally awesome. Please feel free to check out Beale's socials down in our bio. There'll be links to them inside there, and you're going to want to go see all the cool pictures and videos they have.